Welcome back to In Too Deep. 6 months ago, I received an email from a subscriber with an amazing opportunity to get my hands on one of the most legendary motor yachts out there, the 52-foot Hatteras cockpit motor yacht. For those of you that know me, you know there must be a catch. Well, one of her 735 horsepower 8V92 Detroits blew up, leaving this beast on only one engine and 700 miles from home for me. So hop aboard and hit that subscribe button because this is just the beginning of a massive side quest.
A million miles, I'll be with you, girl, like being alone. Hey, like being stoned.
Alright guys, as you probably saw in the last video, my life has been nothing short of non-stop lately. And that's why the sponsor of today's video could not be more perfect. Factor. Factor has become a huge part of my routine. They deliver chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, never frozen, ready-to-eat meals straight to your door. And they are truly delicious. With an absolutely massive selection of options, there is something for everyone, whether you're on a specific diet or you're just a picky eater. Factor saves me massive amounts of time. Instead of spending hours meal prepping and grocery shopping, I get exactly what I'm looking for shipped right to the marina. Factor takes all the effort out of eating right when you're short on time. You guys have probably seen in past videos that I've been eating Factor long before I was sponsored by them. I genuinely like the Factor meals, they're delicious. Even though I love cooking when I don't have time, it's really convenient to grab a good meal from the fridge, throw it in the microwave for 2 or 3 minutes, and then it's ready to go, no cleanup. So head to factor.com or click the link below and use code INTODEEPFB50 to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for a year. That's code INTODEEPFB50 at factor.com to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. Into Deep FB50 at factor.com. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Big thanks to Factor for sponsoring today's video and for keeping me well fed during busy times. Now let's get right into today's video. Alright guys, welcome back to In Too Deep. This is a crazy episode of In Too Deep. As you can see, the Broward's behind me on land. Before we start off, I want to say a quick word about the 58-foot Hatteras, the big project, the $5,000 yacht. I saw it in the comments, you guys are right, the boat needs to be fumigated. In addition to that, Florida is so hot right now, and you know I like to go up north. We're taking a little break from the 58 Hatteras because I got yet another boat. This is getting ridiculous. So right behind me, you see the Broward. And inside my truck, I basically unloaded everything I need to go move on to a different boat. Got the e-bike, got the jet ski, because we're actually going to use this as a utility vehicle because the new yacht has a blown engine. Yes, you heard me right. It has one blown engine and I'm driving it 700 nautical miles from Virginia to Maine on one engine. I'm just finishing up packing up the Broward. I'm hopping in the truck. I'm going to pick up Tom. You remember Tom from the $5,000 yacht videos. He lives in Ocala. I'm picking him up. He's coming to Virginia with me. He's going to help me out. And then Brandon from Canadian Made, my buddy that's done all the traveling with me. He's a mechanic. He's restoring / completely rebuilding his 58-foot Viking Sportfish, putting new engines in it. Absolutely insane what he's doing. You'll have to check out his channel. But he's coming too, and he is a very valuable asset for this trip. Extremely valuable because he's a boater A and he knows how to fix anything B. So having someone on a boat that I've actually never seen that has that experience is invaluable. So get ready guys. That's the damage right there on the side of the Broward from when the fenders came out and the concept was slamming on the poor boat. It's really sad because it's the only actual damage I've ever inflicted on this vessel. Got the other one prop pulled off and sent out because it had a little ding in it. Nothing crazy, but just a little ding. And yeah, I'm just cleaning this thing up. and getting ready to take off tonight and drive overnight to Virginia. So without further ado, I'll see you in the car. All right, guys, we are locked and loaded. The Broward's all stored up for the season. And look at that rainbow. That is one of the most spectacular rainbows I've ever seen. Wow. All loaded up. I got the e-bike, the jet ski, last little bit of trash to throw out. Back of my truck is absolutely packed with junk. All right, this is it. New chapter. Well, not really new, we're just putting the Broward to sleep for a little bit.
A million miles, a million miles. I'll be with you, girl.
All right, it's 6:11 a.m. Somewhere in my journeys, I picked up Tom.
What's up?
Tom just drove from the Florida-Georgia line well into South Carolina. I was able to get a couple hours of sleep, and now Tom's tired.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I am good, so I'm gonna drive. They've got some ethanol-free fuel here. I'll put some fuel in the jet ski. Truck's got fuel, and we are underway. We're almost here. Tom,
What's up? A few hours, or less than an hour left now, actually. It's been a long day of driving.
yeah, we've been driving. Holy crap. We are almost there. 38 minutes. What do you think? Let's hear your thoughts.
Dude, I can't wait to see this thing. I mean, first of all, what a drive it's been from midnight picking me up to now, what, literally 12 hours later. You picked me up at what, 12:20 last night? So,
Yeah.
damn, I can't wait to see this thing.
What I didn't get on the cam is that I had to do some fuel rail pressure sensor wiring repairs on the road because I was going into limp mode here. But we got her fixed and she treated us well on the whole journey, so we're good.
Oh yeah, this truck's a ripper.
All right, we are standing here with Charlie, and this is Charlie's Angels, a 1991 52-foot Hatteras cockpit motor yacht, and this is just a beautiful vessel. You've had her for quite a while, right?
Really just 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm the third owner though. And I know the second owner well. There's a Hatteras Yacht Club that he belonged to, as well as many others. Hatteras Classic Yacht Club is what it's actually called. It used to be called 1510, I'm sorry, 1510
For the beam.
The beam and all that. So it identified them, but when they started making different boats, the club had to come up with a better name to match to let more Hatterases in.
Interesting.
Anyway, it's a great club. So we were going to start here in the cockpit
Cool.
because here is where right back there is the controller.
Oh yeah,
And you can pick that up.
for the Freedom Life. Look at the rudder boxes.
Why
The
don't you
rudders look good.
pick that up and we'll see if the battery's intact or not.
Okay, so it's probably like a case of...
Okay, so we know the battery works.
Oh, cool.
You want me to just put it in?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. This is a Freedom Lift. Name of the boat.
That's so cool. That is so cool.
That's awesome.
The jet ski will go right on there, and she'll
Okay.
be accessible for easy launch if we need it.
Okay. Now I have, it's not linked, but I have a Bluetooth controller,
Wow.
and on YouTube they have a great instruction to hook it up. You know, you basically change the battery and go through a procedure of holding it.
Gotcha.
But here's the, we may want to.
Look at that.
The neat thing about the 52 versus some of the other ones, you know, there's a lot of things accessible down here that in some of the other Hatteras you had to go like under the master bed,
Yeah.
things like that. But
In my 50.
yeah, so in this, like you can see a lot more that somebody might have to get to, put it that way.
Wow.
Sweet.
Look at the size of the rudder shafts.
By the way, I don't know the terminology, but about a year after I got the boat and I hauled it to do some of the things, we found that all the bearings at the end of the prop, at the end of the shafts,
The cutlass bearings?
yeah, we did, all that was changed on both of them.
Wow. I can't believe the size of the wheels on this.
I know.
That's quite literally big. So I'm going to chime in real quick here. About an hour before I showed up, the boat was actually on land, and I was supposed to be there for the launch. But Tom and I ran late driving to Virginia from Florida, and the boatyard had to get the boat in the water unless we wanted to wait until the next week. One of the big reasons I wanted to be at the boat before it got put in was to take the propeller off of the side with the blown engine so that when we're driving it home, there's far less drag through the water. In addition to that, the prop would want a windmill as we're going through the water, or water mill, I suppose. I could lock the shaft, but then we'd induce even more drag. So taking that wheel off was a must-do to drive this far on one engine. So the boatyard was actually able to pull the prop before they put it in the water, saving me a big hassle from needing to dive on the boat to take the wheel off. Bigger than what's on
It's
the Broward.
powerful. Like when you put this boat in gear,
You feel it.
it's just, yes sir.
You were probably cruising at 18 knots or something?
I never did that,
Yeah,
but I did it once. Just
to feel it.
we were having a survey, and we just the survey guy just said push them all the way up. Actually, I went 20 once for a few minutes, but I go like 10 knots.
Because these are the juiced up Detroits. So it kind of answers my question. I'm sure we'll be able to do 7 knots with one engine.
You might. 6 for sure.
6 for sure.
Like, let's put it this way. You cannot go less than 6 knots.
Yeah. or
Like
else
when
you won't
you're
be able
coming
to
into
steer.
a harbor, you're taking it out of gear and putting it in.
Yeah.
It won't do less than 6.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'll leave this out for now. That way I can go
Okay.
down there in a few. We'll take note of its removal.
I tried to, like I have had a smaller diesel boat, and one of my, I had a 52 Hatteras also, an ED.
Oh yeah.
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 Nice boat. But anyway, I on one of the boats, I was leaving Annapolis in City Dock, the busy place, and I get out of the alley, and there's tons of boats anchored out there, and I'm just using the throttles, and I get out there, and I had absolutely no steering.
Oh no.
Okay? So the only reason I brought that up is I had a brother-in-law on the other side of the bridge, and I thought if I can get over to his yard, we can get this thing fixed. So I engaged the autopilot, and I got us out of there on the autopilot enough where I could just set the rudder straight
Gotcha.
and just go.
So the autopilot pump was still actuating the steering, but probably no
wheel
air.
wasn't.
Probably no air in it.
Well, it turned out the whole thing needed to be replaced,
Oh, the helm.
or I got talked into it. Who knows?
Yep.
Look
But
at
anyway,
this
the
cockpit.
reason I brought that up is when we lost the engine out here, the only thing I could do is come back, and I tried to steer it without the wheel, okay, and it did what I call a crazy Ivan. Like, you remember in The Hunt for Red October, the captain calls the Russian like the evasive tactics. Like all of a sudden you go along and it goes.
Yep.
So anyway, the autopilot did a crazy Ivan.
Oh no.
So I don't know if it was just one engine
Yeah.
or if there's an issue.
Well, that's a lot of push
Yeah,
slash pull
on one.
from just one side, especially with the other prop dragging.
Yep.
It's massive.
Up here, this is some good things.
Wow, look at this hell. Wow.
So I had some guys design this. I'm not very tall, for one thing, and most of the material on bridges roll up and gets cloudy and it ruins all the material. So I asked my guys to design it, and then also down here, so that it could be picked up. So,
Oh.
see, the stool is here because I'm not tall enough, and I don't dare to stand on this anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, what you do is you unzip everything, and then there is these, not that's the old one, but see that?
Yeah.
There's two little clips that it lifts up on.
Interesting.
And it's when all the way around, it kind of does that,
Yep.
even in the back. One of the things that I think that you should consider, like first almost, is
Wow.
the
It's beautiful.
that was the yacht club went somewhere and somebody had those for sale, and a lot of people kind of ordered some up. So when we got it, it was, I don't know, it was way different. It was full of sand.
Oh wow.
And Sue said, if I can't take the sand out of that, we're not going to keep it. Yes, ma'am.
Sand comes out.
So there's a lot of storage under here. Under the, you know, you can discover everything, but under this one is some of the 24-volt light bulbs.
Got it.
Okay. Speaking of 24-volt, down in the engine room, on the port side are two fairly new gel 24-volt batteries.
Gotcha.
On this boat, this is the major genset and shore power.
This is the whole AC panel.
Yep. So I've only used everything on the starboard side of the boat.
Gotcha. The receptacles over
Yeah.
there.
And there is a well going down that you walk over that I've got a quick disconnect super brass water attachment that attaches to a hose.
For city water connection.
Yep. And then the 50 amp cable is in that. On this side, there's spares. There's one 50 amp spares and another couple of neat things.
Nice.
Yeah, but I've just never used it.
Yeah.
But they're in there. You know, they're not too clean, but... So I didn't start the generator thinking that maybe that would be good for you and I to do together.
Yeah, we'll check the strainers, make sure everything looks
Yeah.
good downstairs. And then...
Yep. But we were there, so... Okay,
Yeah,
why not?
so it crossed my mind how it would be even mildly possible to... It has to be in-framed. In-frame rebuild is the only option without cutting the boat apart.
I think so.
Yeah.
All this comes up, and I don't know, you know, the guy told me, and I had papers, I had like proof that they had rebuilt both engines.
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore, but in that contact I gave you about Charlie's Angels, the Hatteras,
Yeah.
there's the company and the guy's name and number who supposedly did it in Baltimore.
Gotcha.
Okay, so in here is some boat document stuff. Okay.
Manuals.
Yep. This ice maker I've never even tried,
Wow.
but I've always considered it's a spare.
Ah,
Okay.
look at that.
The other one, that ice maker out there works,
Sweet.
Oh,
and it'll turn out the ice.
it runs off of the house water.
Yes, it does. Yeah, this would too. This is where you put the booze. And I don't know what's in there. I can't do that anymore. But washer dryer.
That is such a cool feature in this boat.
Yep.
That is such a cool feature.
I haven't used it in a couple of years, but when I was using the boat, I did.
It did work.
Everything as far as I know is good to go. Okay, these are access to fuel tanks. So that's a good thing to talk about.
Yeah, I noticed the one that was aft.
Yep.
And then so there's probably
There's another one. There's another one up there.
how many tanks? 3?
No, there's like 5.
5?
I think so.
Wow.
Damn.
And when we get up top, I'll show you. Most of them are full. Like you don't need fuel for a while.
Seriously?
And there's a ton of filters on the boat.
I brought some because I was.
I know. I remember you. That's why I told you. But anyway, there's some behind you.
All right, and I brought the right ones. That's good
Yeah.
to know. I brought 4 more of these.
Good. Well,
Just because when it sits, algae grows.
Yeah.
And you know how it is.
Yep.
Oh yeah, vacuum flush.
Yep. All the toilets are the same. I know that. Well, let's put it this way. Last fall, I know that one worked, and the one in the master worked, and the other one.
Is the
It
water
could be.
issue.
Yeah. It just didn't shut the water off.
I've done some work to these heads before, and there's like a rubber poppet valve that releases when you push the pedal,
Yeah.
and then the gunk in the water tank gets stuck in it, and then it won't return.
Yep.
So it needs to be taken apart and cleaned, and maybe
Yep.
the seals replaced. But look at the dinette.
So there's a ton of glasses in there.
Wow.
This is how you check the batteries.
Oh, so, okay. So this is the DC. This is the distribution panel for that. The power comes from there, comes here, and then you control the AC here. And this is all for DC. There's
Yep.
probably another one of these up there. The one you were talking about.
There's one up there, and then there's some other one. There's a panel behind the port engine that is like for 220 things, like a hot water heater, things like that.
Yep.
Which is off, I'm pretty sure. But let's see here. One job you need to do that I didn't dare to go on the other side of the engine anymore.
Yeah.
Like I get stuck. So I can't crawl out, in other words. So on the port engine, the block heater is plugged in. You want to unplug that.
Gotcha. So it's probably on right now.
It could be. Okay, let's see. The sump pump, I'll just put it this way. The sump pump isn't perfect. And I have, when I was going to use it,
Oh, it's got a gas shock.
what I did was I primed it by putting the outside water on and running the water up here a little bit and turning it off till I knew there was total pressure.
Yeah.
And then I would try to turn that on.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I had to kind of hit it.
Gotcha.
And I'll show you where that
That's
is.
the fresh water pump you're talking
Yep.
about.
So I recommend you go down backwards
Yep.
because you can hit your head.
All right.
But if we go down in there, there's a couple of things I want to show you.
Okay. Tom, you can stay out here and just get the audio, mainly just for archives, for information purposes.
You got it.
Like under these steps.
Oh, a little bit of water in here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have a headlamp in the truck.
Okay.
Maybe I grab that. Is there lights?
Yeah, right there. Your head is almost on it. It's put your left hand up against this wall and you'll see.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Now, I think I told you before that there needs to be light work in there.
Yeah. Oh, nice Onan. Tom,
Yep.
if I take this from you, can you run and grab my headlamp?
Yeah.
I want to just make sure. I think so. I want to make sure we don't have water coming on board, because there's a fair bit of water down here right now. Oh, thanks, Tom.
Sure.
Alright, we got a lot of water in here. Alright, let's see what's going on. Float switch is up. Now there's no DC main for bilge pumps that could be off right now, is there?
Could be.
Let me go check up on the helm. That's where the water in here is coming from. I'm gonna, I'll run up there and I'll figure this out real quick, see where it comes out.
It could be. Still going out.
Oh yeah, there's quite a bit. Wow, look at these. These engines are beautiful. I can't believe one of them blew up. Wow. They're beautiful.
Good, man.
This is gonna take a while to drain. There's at least 100 gallons of water in here.
See, that tells me that maybe it was a leak in the hot water.
It's going down here pretty quick, but once this drains, the engine builders are gonna trickle down into it, I would think. Or maybe they're sealed off. They might be sealed off for sake of oil.
Okay.
This is draining.
So while you're right there,
Yeah.
on your left, I'm sorry, on your right hand side, there's a little map.
Yeah.
Is anything on it? Lift the mat up, and under that is a hatch. And what that accesses is the freshwater pump.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, nice. Let me put my headlamp on. So that's done, but it's just gonna drain in there for a while,
That's good.
and then it'll keep coming. Yeah, I see the fresh water pump.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright guys, I'm going to skip ahead a couple hours here because Charlie and I spent the next few hours just going through the boat, talking about the systems and other things. There was a lot of poor videography work on my part just because I was trying to absorb everything that Charlie was telling me. So, with that said, I'm going to skip through the rest of the tour with him and we're going to jump ahead. If you're interested in seeing the highlights of the rest of the tour, I'll put it up on Patreon for those who are interested. All right, guys, so we have some talking to do. You guys are probably wondering, what is the deal? Where did this boat come from? Obviously, you just met Charlie, so you know it came from Charlie. Charlie and I made a deal that we were both very happy with, and we're gonna leave it at that, but I'm ecstatic because, as you know from the beginning of this video, if not from the past videos, the Broward's hauled out down in Florida. I didn't want to drive it back up to Maine. So this right here is going to be my main house. And honestly, so much more. So Tom and I have been at it all day. We unloaded the jet ski from the truck. We put it on the Freedom Lift, which is just another insane feature of this boat. And you heard me say, and you heard Charlie talk about it, it's got one blown engine. Kind of unsure what happened to it, but all the coolant went into the oil, so it probably needs a cylinder liner O-ring. Maybe it's a cracked head. It's something of that nature. You're gonna watch me completely rebuild the engine in this boat, and it's gonna be really, really cool. Charlie is such an awesome guy. He took the time to, you know, reach out in the first place and walk me through this entire boat today, and just so cool. Really an amazing situation. I feel very blessed. But I'm gonna give you the complete and total rundown and a full tour right now. This right here, like I said earlier, is a 1991 52-foot Hatteras CPMY cockpit motor yacht. And it reminds me a lot of my friend Craig's boat. He has a Viking. I think it's a 44 Viking. And it's pretty similar to this. This is just a little bigger, but it's a similar setup. Very different from the old motor yacht that I had. The engines are under the salon floor. There's a lot of differences here. But I'm gonna bring you through. I spent the entire day going through this boat and I recorded nothing, mainly because tomorrow Brandon from Canada is flying in and we're taking this boat to Maine because we have a weather window, and we're doing it on one engine, obviously. So I had to dedicate all my time going through this thing today. Unloading the Spark was smooth and easy. I wish I got a video, but I didn't. The size of the propellers mind boggle me. They're the size of the Broward's propellers, and they're 5-blade. I can't even imagine what that costs. Fortunately, I have them and they're good. So, as we walk up the aft deck of Charlie's Angels, you'll see my stuff is everywhere because Tom and I unloaded my truck and I just have stuff everywhere. Pack out's here. I've been working on other things, and I am doing my best to not make a mess here because everything's very clean in this boat. It's very nice. But this is, I guess, what they would call, I mean, I think that's the cockpit, to be honest. And this is like the aft salon, but this might be the enclosed cockpit. Really cool spot back here. Totally enclosed. The isinglass is beautiful. It's air conditioned. I have the AC off because the dock power at this place is not capable of running all the air conditioners, but the generator is. I had them all running. The generator ran them perfectly and is really cool. So literally and figuratively cool. As we walk up from the aft salon or cockpit, you mind the step, and then you come up, and another beautifully enclosed helm area, or the bridge I should say, covers for everything, a good cleaning, and this is going to look brand new again. We have a 16-inch Garmin here, a 12-inch Garmin here, and everything pretty much works here. So I'm gonna shut the autopilot off. Really cool setup. Once we get underway, you'll be able to learn more about the operation of everything. Obviously, I'm still kind of unsure. I have a very good understanding of what's going on, but until you get the boat in the water running and underway, you learn a lot at that point. So, all right, from here we are going to walk downstairs into the main interior area of the boat. Firstly, we have this beautiful table that Charlie said used to be filled with sand. Really cool. It's number 25, made in USA. That's a beautiful table. And everything in here is pretty awesome. I can't run this inside AC on the shore power. We had it going earlier. It cooled it down nice on the gen set, but the shore power is not capable. The voltage is too low, so they code out, kind of like my old Hatteras did. Come down, you get the galley. Really cool galley area. Again, my stuff is everywhere because we are kind of moving into this thing here. This is going to be my editing station, the dinette. Forward, you have the, what I would call, VIP cabin. Very nice area. Then you have the VIP cabin head, full-size shower, closet, as we walk further aft, we'll get to the engine room last. Back through the main salon. It's nice and cool down here because we've got this air conditioner going. We got Tom's room.
What's up?
Tom, how we doing?
Oh, we're chilling.
Quick words of, you got any words about this thing?
Dude, this boat is actually insane. Probably the nicest one you've had, honestly. Like, not even like in a bad way. Like, this thing is just so nice. Like, everything's perfect on it. Not perfect, but like damn near it.
Right?
I don't know what else to say. This thing is just awesome.
So this is Tom's room.
My
It's
jaw
cozy
hit
in
the
here.
floor walking into this place.
It's pretty cozy in here.
It really is. Got
So-
your room back in here.
And this is the master stateroom. This is gonna be my house. These are my tubs of clothes that I'm gonna find somewhere to put. And I'm pretty ecstatic about this. Look at that. That's so cool. Alright, we had our first minor casualty back here, so this is a mess. I turned the water system on and I think a line froze or something, but this line right here in this quick connect had popped out of its T, that one right there, and was spraying everywhere. And the only reason I knew was because I heard it in the wall, and I'm like, all right, something bad just happened. So that is not fixed. I put it back together and it's not spraying, but it's dripping. So I have the water system off right now. The head does work. I put that stuff in there because it was soaking wet, but it's perfectly clean, so it's not like a sanitary concern or anything. This is the shower. I had that shower head running for flushing. Shower's really nice. It's all vacuum flush. The head system in this boat's vacuum flush, which is a really cool system that I actually learned a lot about working on various vacuum flush systems up in Maine. So that's pretty cool. But there's 2 closets here, one there, one over there. And then this is the guest head, the day head, I would say. And this head had a minor issue where it was injecting water when there was just pressure behind it, even when you weren't pushing the pedal. But I took it apart and I was able to free up the valves, so that's fixed now. So all the heads are actually in perfect working operation and tested. The only water system issue is that broken line thus far that I know of. Everything else seems to work good, so that's good. But this is quite a big head in here. This is, you know, a roomy situation. So, all right, I'm gonna strap up my headlamp, take you into the engine room, and show you around in there. And then we'll go outside the boat and look around a little more. All right, welcome on down. So, this area is still a little bit wet. There was water in here from something, and we got it all pumped out, but it's still wet. This bilge pump is coming on here and there. There is some sort of water, actually just kicked on right now. There is some sort of water still coming in here. I suspect maybe the rudder's packing dries out and gets old. But look at these Detroits. These things are cherry. They look beautiful. This is our good engine. This is our blown engine. Blown engine's got no coolant in it. And unbeknownst to Charlie, someone had taken the airbox covers off, set them up here on top of the gen set. This is the gen set right here, which runs perfect. And I'll take you in there. It's gonna take me a second to crawl in back of this engine here, but I wanna show you what it looks like. You can see the pistons, it's pretty cool. All right, right now we are behind the starboard side engine. And if you come back over here, look how cherry these things are. It's such a sad story that this one's having issues. I probably wouldn't have ended up with this if it weren't having issues, though, if we're being honest. Alright, so look under here. This is where those airbox covers were taken off of, and you can actually see the pistons in there. And this is kind of proving the theory of the Detroits I was telling you about when we were working on the 58-foot Yacht Fish. These are 2-stroke diesel engines. So you see those ports in the cylinder wall right there? Well, when the piston comes below those ports, the blower, aka the supercharger, it's a screw compressor that's gear driven, blows the exhaust out and fresh air in. Then the piston comes back up, the injector injects air, and the cylinder fires. So it enables the cylinder to fire every stroke. And actually, you see the water dripping down there? That tells me that that's the cylinder that has the issue. That's crazy. I just noticed that. This cylinder right here, there's water dripping down. I bet you it's a cylinder O-ring. So the liners come out, and you can totally rebuild it. The only time these aren't rebuildable is when you blow a hole in the block, but there's definitely no hole in the block of this one. So these Detroits are juiced to the moon. They're wet turbo 8B92s. and obviously a much newer generation than the Detroits in my Broward. However, the Detroits in the Broward have a much heavier duty cooling system than these. These ones have water-cooled turbos, which is cool, but this is probably upfitted by Johnson & Towers or maybe Covington. I don't quite know, to be honest. The ones in the Broward are outfitted by Detroit. Really cool setup. Oh, this actually also has those air linkages. Interesting. All right, let me crawl out of here. Here's the other 8V92. She's looking cherry. I'm not gonna walk in here right now because I got my socks on, but that's the oil change system. The fuel manifold's back there. All the air conditioners are back there. Steering pressure container is back there. Water accumulator right there. Electrical DC panel here. Charger for the engine batteries is there. This is a quality unit. That's the fresh water pump. I was dabbling with that. The switch is a little messed up. Again, you gotta understand my take here. I showed up here this morning with the intention of leaving with this boat tomorrow, so I did prioritize working on the boat and looking all around this boat before the video. But we're here now, so it is what it is. This boat has 4 fuel tanks. Forward, mid, and aft tank, and then a tank in the cockpit. Charlie says it's almost full of fuel too. So that's crazy, because fuel's expensive right now. Thanks, Charlie. All right, let's go back outside. Then I'm gonna have to get back to work. All the rest of the work you see me do once I get this boat back up to Maine, the entire in-frame rebuild is going to be recorded. And I'll do a very good job recording that, so I mean, quite frankly, it's gonna be very interesting. So let's go outside, shall we? Alrighty, walking forward. In here, there's a bee's nest in here, but check it out. See the bees? They're actually pretty nice. They haven't, or I shouldn't say bees. You guys made fun of me last time. They're wasps, not bees. They're wasps. They don't look very nice, but they're being nice right now, so we're not gonna mess with them. But that's where you connect your shore power and your water and all that. Then up forward here, you got the bow area, the pulpit, which is very solid, the windlass, look at that enclosure. This is such a cool boat. Now, all you want in Too Deep, get the best of both worlds. You get the 58 Hatteras that has good engines and needs a whole interior, and now you get the good interior, but I'm gonna rebuild the engine. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a little bit of everything. Here's your service connections on this side. And then back into the aft salon slash cockpit, or whatever you want to call it. But all right, so Charlie said the keys, this is the key for the upper. So he said to look at the fuel in the other tanks. You actually have to put the other key in that he took out because you didn't want someone trying to start the blown up engine. Wrong key. That doesn't want to turn right now, but check this out. You want to hear the other one start? Running. Port side engine fires up instantly. Just like the Broward, no smoke. And it sounds remarkably similar as well. A little quieter in this. I put it in gear earlier, it goes into gear. I'd like to get this key to turn. Alright, that key works here. Does this key work here? Alright, apparently they both work on both sides. Looks like the aft fuel tank is the biggest tank. We don't know how full it is. We're only going to be running one engine though. Alright guys, I got a lot of unpacking to do and a lot of more looking around the boat. It's brutally hot here. As you can see, I'm absolutely sweating. I'm going to finish everything I have to do, and I'll see you in the morning when we pick Brandon up at the airport and we get this thing underway. Alright guys, couple things I needed to update you on before tomorrow. I got all this working. It was just an off battery switch. We have a lot of fuel on board, a lot. I figured out the GPSs, they're all set. The breaker's a little too small for them. Either that or it's a bad breaker. We'll fix that. But GPSs are there, looking good. And the most important thing, where's the water coming from? Well, I figured out where the water's coming from and I'm gonna take you there right now. Let's just say it's exactly what I expected it to be. The port side rudder is leaking quite a bit. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to tighten it, but it's not leaking to the point where we can't go underway. We can. We're gonna be okay. I'm gonna haul it out when I get to Southport in Maine. I'm sure Kip's gonna be ecstatic to see this thing. No, he honestly will be. He'll really like it. He likes nice boats, and this is a nice boat, so. I'll take you down to the cockpit and show you the rudder.
Alrighty. Down into the abyss we go. You ready for this? I'll show you. That right there is a leaking rudder. Oh, they're 3/4. I grabbed two wrong size wrenches. Damn. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna set the camera up though right here. But we can give it a shot. Oh yeah, those guys are tight. This needs new packing. Also, it's probably seized right in there. It's not a big deal. We have 2 bilge pumps for this whole compartment. It's gonna be fine. I am gonna show you the other side though, so you know what it's supposed to look like. And for those of you that don't know, alright, and that's the other side. As you can see, not leaking. That's what it's supposed to look like. At least I know it's leaking. Look at the Freedom Lift setup back there. That's the battery. It's got its own charger and the hydraulic pump. And that's the remote right there. Pretty cool. I'll show you this thing in operation. It's absolutely insane.
Alright, you ready? And then up. Obviously it goes all the way into the water. And there she is.
That's all good. Alright.
What's up?
Tom.
How's it going?
Good.
Get that
Just-
leak looked at?
Yeah, it's gonna be leaking for our ride.
I had a feeling.
The packing is gone.
That's alright.
By the way, for those of you that don't know what packing is, I'm gonna spit everywhere. Packing is this wax string that you pack against the rudder shafts and the main shafts to keep the water from coming in, and it's lubricated by water. Did you know that?
I did not.
It's like wax. It's like wax rope, wax
okay.
impregnated rope. And then they also have something called dripless stuffing boxes, which use seals. Sometimes carbon seal, sometimes a lip seal. And they also have synthetic packing, which replaces the organic packing with something that lasts longer.
Interesting. I
But
had no idea.
this is gonna have to get taken apart on land because it's all seized together.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys, look who has arrived. Brandon, brother, he's here.
A little bit of a screwed up leg, but I'm here.
Brandon messed his ankle up in a tragic 10 golf cart pileup.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
No.
That's almost the only spot that you can see.
Oh,
But,
ouch.
yeah, nothing that crazy.
He's super trooper though. Absolute super
I
trooper.
couldn't say no to a boat ride.
Yeah. So I'm glad, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, very glad that Brandon's here, because one engine boat and just the collaboration of this whole venture, he's an asset. So
I got you.
he's going through the boat right now, or actually I should say,
Yeah.
all right, Brandon, you better go through this boat and tell me what you think.
It's a good unit.
Right?
It's a nice unit.
Look at the size of the wheel, huh?
I am quite astounded by the 5 blades that this thing has.
Yeah, I was actually shocked at the size of the wheels.
Yeah.
Shocked.
For 8 V92s and this big of a wheel.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Do the rounds and yeah, you know, familiarize yourself. All the receptacles get hooked up in those compartments. There's compartments port and starboard. I'm gonna test the windlass. I'm going to also fix that one piece of plumbing because I got the shark bites to fix that, and then we'll crank out of here. This is a fridge / ice maker.
Heck yeah.
Check this out.
Decent unit. Oh, that's awesome for back here.
And this is air conditioned back here.
I noticed that. I already seen the
Isn't-
thermostat here.
Isn't that insane?
That is awesome.
Literally insane. Yeah, they're a little tight. I think they're just up at the helm.
This is awesome.
We have a bunch of
Garmin, so I like it.
yeah. Look at the
I know my
16.
Garmin. I know.
You know what's cool about that is that you can sit there and have a GPS, and then also somebody has a GPS here. You know what I did notice? I don't know if it's only because the boat's not running and maybe it's low voltage, although the 12 volt charger should be on. The breaker for the Garmin's keeps blowing. So you might have to do a little quick bypass on that.
Interesting. Yeah, I was just.
It's like it's probably blown off right now, but they're not turning on. Try it now.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all there. He had this key out because he didn't want someone to accidentally try and start the starboard side engine. But he said all the fuel gauges work. So we've got quite a bit of fuel in her. She's pretty dialed. I didn't even see this radio down here.
There's a whole stereo control in the bunk room too.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever find a wheel for the
No.
58?
I didn't.
Do you like this wheel?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's exactly the same?
It's the wheel that I said you could have off my Viking.
No way.
It's the same wheel.
It's the exact same helm that I need it for.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
perfect.
the same wheel that I have.
Dude. Now look, Brandon's leg / foot is way worse than it looks. He sent me a picture of it yesterday and it was completely swollen beyond belief. He's just taking it like a trooper.
This is nice. Like the wall mirror.
Pretty insane,
Good
huh?
looking guy wore that. This is awesome. This is nice.
Set up pretty wild, huh? Isn't it interesting the style of the cockpit motor yacht
Yeah.
compared to the like
Once you hit like the 90s,
Yeah.
The 90s, like they really were like, hey, let's change some things up and
Yeah. You're more like in this boat.
yeah.
Versus on the boat. You know?
Yeah. Very much hang out, very cozy.
It's cozy.
Get cozy. It's the cozy vibe. It's very, very cozy. Which we shouldn't say that when we're still on a 52-foot boat.
That's what I said in my little tour video. I said, this is the new summer home, probably the nicest boat I've ever had. And I said, it's small, but, well, it's not that small.
Still a 52-foot boat. Yeah. Good sized galley though, nothing. Still almost a full-size fridge. I like that, eh?
Right? And they even have the strap so we can strap it shut in the rough seas.
No, no shrink wrap tape?
No shrink wrap tape.
No
And
shrink
unlike the
wrap tape.
Broward's fridge, this one probably doesn't fall out of the wall if you hit a 10-footer. Although you probably don't want to hit a 10-footer on this boat.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the things we were going through with this one.
No, definitely not, yeah. Not okay.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
This is your room.
I can make do, that's for sure.
Nice and cool in here.
Yeah. Even got the tube TV.
Yeah. In case you want to watch some cat dog.
Yep. Oh, that would bring me back.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Hook up my PS1.
Right. And then aft here,
Yeah, let's take a look.
we got, this is my room, which it's interesting because the forward is almost just as big.
Honestly, it's not.
Not that much bigger.
Is it a bigger head?
No, if anything, your head's bigger. This is where the water water leak is behind here.
Okay. Where we gotta change out. Oh yeah. I see what you mean by those gray lines now.
It caused a miniature
Yeah.
flood here yesterday.
Oh really?
Well, I turned the water on and I was back here working on this head and I hit the pedal to the head and then I let it go and I guess the surge of water in the water line just sent that one over the edge where it was about to break anyway. And I heard spraying in the wall.
Oof.
And I'm like, all right, shut the water off. And I didn't see it going anywhere, but I heard that noise and I knew what that was. That was water
Spraying.
in bad places.
3 heads?
3 heads. That's the big head.
Alright.
That's a nice head, huh?
Yeah, honestly, like, that is a comfortable size.
Isn't that huge? It's freaking huge.
I like the latch too. Smart.
Yeah, so the door can't slam. And then this is Tom's room.
Even this, not bad though.
It's cozy.
Yeah, it is. It's a very cozy boat. Like, it gives good vibes. It's just...
Right?
It's
That's what I'm saying, dude.
good vibes. Like, it is a cozy boat. I'm excited. I'm excited to freaking start traveling.
This is gonna be awesome.
Put
All right.
some miles on this thing.
So without further ado, I'm gonna work on the water line. Brandon, I'm sure is gonna want to just walk around and check things out, so he'll do that. I'm gonna do some fixing, and Tom's chilling.
Yes, sir. I love this table.
And yeah, that's what I said. That was the first thing I said when I walked in here. That thing's
That is
freaking
the
awesome.
Coolest table. We gotta add our own things into it though.
Right?
But that is a cool table. Yeah, you could just add. I like that. Is so cool.
Actually, I never thought of that. That's a really good idea. I should have grabbed some of my props from the Broward,
Yeah,
like the YouTube plaque.
yeah, stuff like that would be cool. Phew. Gotta get the sticker, Inky Deep sticker.
Right? All right, we're gonna get loaded up because we're getting ready to shove off here. So we'll be ready to go shortly.
Gus, hard at work. Already putting up the essentials.
Literally, dude.
Which used to be a luxury thing, but now is actually more of an essential thing.
Isn't it crazy
Like-
to think about that?
Yeah.
That's like a special trip just to get a Starlink for the boat. It's almost a safety essential.
It is nowadays. Like having communication anywhere without having to worry about signal loss and things like that.
Literally.
It turned into a game changer.
All right, Gus, what do we got going on in here?
Right now, I'll show you. I just put together this crazy assortment of PEX fittings because this old repair was leaking and I had to buy all shark bite because I don't have my PEX crimper here. So that right there is about $50 worth of shark bite fittings from Home Depot. But because you have to adapt from the propylene bio whatever this line is to the shark bite PEX fittings, it's slightly different, but it appears to be working pretty good, so I think we're dialed in. Nice. Oh, well, getting things ready, checking things out. Let's see here. Whew. Oh, that's broken.
Oh, sorry guys, not much for light.
The GoPro's sucking low light.
Yeah.
A phone flashlight?
No, we got his headlight going.
Okay.
Checking sea strainers before the main voyage.
I don't know why this is all bent up.
Have they seen your engine room yet?
Yeah, I gave a little tour at
Yeah.
first. Pretty crazy. It's nice in here.
It's
This is full of water just from residual shit. I have a feeling when we start moving,
Wonder if there's any weep holes in there.
I don't know if there's a way for it to drain. It might need to be wet backed, but
There's gotta be a way. At 20K OAN. Pretty decent.
it's a nice genset, huh?
It's actually gorgeous.
It's only got like 2,000 hours on it.
Oh, nice. Didn't even know it was over there.
The old school frickin' screw-in light bulbs. Gotta get some LEDs up in here.
Yeah, we're gonna do a different.
Yeah. 2,069. Well, 2,690 hours. Woo! It's a hot one in here, guys. We're trying to get things ready to go, but you guys can't tell. Oh yeah, maybe. That's not oil. That came out of the blown up engine, which is a big milkshake. Port side engine is currently a little too full for our liking on oil, so we're trying to get it back to the safe level.
What I don't understand is why is like that was enough to clear the line, right? And it's still not good oil. But this valve is off, that valve is off. We're definitely sucking from the port side engine. Why does the oil look terrible?
Yeah.
I ran it yesterday, so if it was, it would be mixed up, you would think, by now, right?
I guess we can't even check now. I was gonna say, when those valves are all off, does it actually pump something, or is it pumping it from somewhere weird? Like it,
When I shut this one off, it does stop pumping.
yeah?
Yep.
Interesting. And another little problem is we got freshwater pump. So the freshwater pump, which is essentially a DC jet pump, not building pressure. Trying to figure that out.
This is why I love this guy. I don't have one other friend that will come in the bilge of a boat, will fly from Canada, come in the bilge of a boat, just to play with
Boating!
Yeah, literally.
4-person boating.
Yeah. So, we're trying to get the freshwater pump going. I I just sucked some oil out of the engine. I know it looks questionable, but the good engine does have good oil in it. We think maybe one of these valves is from the blown up engine is letting oil by. Even though that's set to port and these are closed, we were getting bad oil from what should be just the port side. However, on the dipstick it's clean. We restarted the engine and mixed it up, pulled the dipstick, it's still clean. So we know it's good oil. There's no doubt about it. We're getting pretty close to wanting to get out of here. It's getting late in the day and we need to scram, but we do need fresh water, so that's why we're working on this. Closest West Marine's an hour and a half away. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we're figuring things out right now, and yeah, we're having fun while doing it. It's pretty neat. So we said goodbye to Charlie a little bit ago, and I was fortunate enough to meet Charlie's wife, and just such awesome people. Truly amazing. All right, guys, the time has come. We are getting ready to depart.
Departure time.
What time is it?
6:10.
5:54.
Ah,
Nice.
making that up.
All right, we're doing all right. We got a couple hours of daylight left, and we're gonna go upstairs, fire this thing up. We're gonna attempt it without the jet ski. We're gonna see if we can get it off the dock and get it going fast enough where we can go in a straight line. One engine, the boat's really gonna wanna turn, so we're gonna do our best. We figure, worst case, we're holding fenders out to fend us off, and we'll be that guy at the marina, so.
Yep, we got this.
We'll see. Let's fire up the old Detroit. We got the Starlink set up. All right, I got my drill right here.
Anchor, guys. Yep, the other anchor.
We need the anchor.
What do you want to do with it?
Probably just put it on the aft deck.
I'll put this carpet down under?
Yeah, maybe we'll put that carpet down there. My foot flat. Oh, that's kind of blocking our access. Yeah, we'll put it in the middle on the. That way, if we need it, we can do something with it. I'll get it, Brandon. You don't need to be tossing that anchor around with your broken foot. Alright, so we want this to go to port. Cool. Dude, we have windlass controls on the fly again. Nice. It's been a long time since I had that.
Yeah, that's always nice.
And that thing's ready to drop if we need it, so. Alright, let me set the in-stop. We're gonna give you guys a bird's eye view of what might be a catastrophe, so we'll see. Tom, I need a 5/8 3-inch drive socket.
5/8, yeah. You want shallow?
Yes, please.
Yes, shallow. Well, guys, we were trying to leave. Now, generator was running great, and all of a sudden, she got warm. So here we are.
And shut down.
She
I
shut
heard
down.
It get loud. Oh, I need a wrench to match that too, please. And
5/8, right?
yes, please.
Yes, 5/8.
All right, we're leaving the harbor. We just got our first alarm. I think it's over temp. Temp's cooling down now at idle speed though.